Alright, we are live. Well, not live. We're not live streaming this one. Anyway, I'm here with Citrus. He is the moderator of the subreddit and a very active user of the forum. We are gonna do a new series. We're calling this Podcastmon Heroes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Get hype.
That name might change.
Maybe. Maybe. It's good.
We kind of like it, but
yeah,
it's kind of long.
it works. Yeah, it's a bit long, but it does the job.
Mm-hmm.
We only have to say it like once an episode, so it won't take up too much time, right?
True. So yeah, we're gonna do a podcast about Digimon Heroes. We have a few subjects we want to talk about. And this time we're not live streaming it, but we may do that in the future.
I think that's risky, but we might do. It might go horribly wrong. We might forget what we're talking about. We might have to go for pee breaks like mid-session. Like it's risky, but we might get professional enough to try it. Like a few episodes in or whatever.
Yeah, right. Well, we're still trying to find out what we want to do. We'll probably not live stream.
Yeah. But eventually, it's a possibility. I hear the demand is there.
I honestly don't know if there's demand, but okay.
No, I don't think there is. But I mean, maybe DGK, maybe he'll ask for it, and then one person, that's enough. Anyway.
Yeah.
Should we jump into it?
So yeah, we want to do like 1 hour, 2 hour sessions.
Well, I think we'll just talk until we can't talk anymore. And then and then we'll call it a day. We'll see. But yeah, that's I guess is like the period to aim for. But
let's aim for no longer than 2 hours.
Okay, because after that we need pee breaks badly.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was I gonna say? Oh, do you have a timer? Do you have a little timer showing how long we've been recording?
We're
okay, cool.
2 minutes in.
2 minutes. We gotta do another 58 minutes.
1 hour and 58 minutes. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. So, how are we going with this?
Well, I guess we can start with the current events.
Okay. Do that.
So the new events just started
today. Yep. What do you think?
Well, I was really hyped for Platinumnumemon because, as you know, I've been asking for it.
I only found out about him a few months ago. Well, I mean, I guess he's not super well known. No. Yeah, but it's when I played Cyber Sleuth. He was in there, and I was like, "What is this?" Because I saw that art because it just looks so good. For the mon that literally looks like a pile of crap. I mean, a little less than Sukamon, but he looks so cool. I don't know why, but I really love it. Just that art. But then in Cyber Sleuth, he's just on the floor, and he just looks like another pile of crap. It just doesn't look good. So to actually get the card with this beautiful art, I mean, I'm a big fan of good art, and that one, it's on point. So I'm pleased. Whatever his skill was, I'm pleased.
Yeah, you know what I'm actually kind of disappointed by? That Gold Numemon is only King rarity and digivolves into Platinum, because I like Gold a lot too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I would have liked it to have a dual event where you have to get both of them.
Oh.
That would have been cooler. And then one with higher attack and one with higher defense, for example.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Yeah, but too bad I didn't do that. So.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they could do it in. I mean, they probably won't do a dual event, but they could, because they have added cards with the same art that just increase their rarity, like Grand Aegiomon. So it's possible that they'll add him back. But I think I'm searching now, but I think Gold Numemon, I don't even know if he was God Plus in the Digimon Crusaders, the original game. So they might have already upped his rarity for this, but I'm glad we got him either way. And this is the first time we've got Numemon, right? Or at least the first time in recent memory. So that's pretty good.
I think Numemon wasn't in there.
No,
only that snail version Numemon.
I'm glad to get him just for my collection even, and just because I'm pretty sure King Ben will be glad also. But yeah, anyway, no, I'm glad to get him. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
So Platinumnumemon has at level 60, 409 attack, 342 defense, 381 HP, and 371 support. Now for PvP, I think a minimum of 400 defense is required for Digimon.
Yeah, it's kind of like what you want, but you can go around it. Like Metal Piranhamon from Flash Events, he's got really low
defense.
Defense, yeah, but his skill is 1 turn medium attack, like Diapomon. Yeah. It's a really good skill, and I feel like there could be potential because with high attack, obviously he'll be dealing more damage. I don't know how much it'll do, but imagine if it was like instant kill or something. Like I don't think it will be that quiet. I'm pretty sure, but I mean we can calc it, right? But either way, so there's still potential. But yeah, for PvP, he's not looking like he'd be too much. But his skill, I'm pretty big on his skill because we don't get
increases the value of all cards with 2. Yeah.
Right. So he's a wild card combo.
Yeah. Mod. And I don't think there's another one in the Holy Digimon race.
Right.
Is there?
Another 9+2. +2 rather. There might be. Not that I can think of though. So not many anyway. There might be Digimoney ones or something. But to get a free event one, I'm pretty happy with him. Like he's not super. But if you look at his stats, they're all pretty solid. Like usually ones you see with like good defense have low attack, but sometimes you see one with good defense and attack, but then they have like terrible other things. All of his are more than like, they're in like decent 300s. Other than his defense is fairly low, but usually like even his support, which I mean generally is like the most like uninteresting skill, it's actually decent, and his HP is decent as well. So he's pretty well rounded. He's got a little low defense.
True. I agree.
But,
I'm gonna make him for sure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I just want him because he's Platinumnumemon.
Yeah. But, I don't think he'll make my mono team because, as I showed you before, my mono holy team is pretty solid.
Yeah, Wolf showed me his one. His holy team is a lot better than mine. Mine, I have. What did I have? I have Slash Aegiomon and a few others. Like, it's not good. I have probably 3 mons that are actually good, and then the other 2 are just like fillers. So I'm glad to get him.
You have Slash Aegiomon, Burst Limit Broken, then Crimson Dukemon, Max Limit Broken, Chaosmon Max Limit Broken,
and then just the rest is incomplete.
Yeah. 3 limit breaks on Dukemon Holy.
Yeah. Don't read out all my mons, this is private information.
sorry. Okay.
That's fine.
Anyway,
but his leader skill, useless. I mean,
medium.
Oh no, actually no.
Attack power for enemies.
It's low. Sorry, I thought it was more turns because usually leader skills that increase the number of turns. I'm not interested in that. I'm not happy about that. But his is lower, so it's all right. Now he looks kind of similar to the Dukemon that you can get from PvP, which is people already have that. But for a lot of players that maybe haven't been playing PvP as long, haven't been getting as many points for as long, they might have not got enough Dukemon to max limit break him. But here they have another alternative because we'll know he'll go at least to 5 turns with the +2 on his main skill. Possibly 4. If it was 4,
possibly,
that would be pretty good. But I mean, almost certainly not because that would be very powerful. But getting a +2 is pretty good. I think I prefer +2 to all 9. All 9 is pretty good. They're both pretty good. But I mean, what we got? Dino Rex was all 9. Did we get another all 9? In events recently. Maybe. But +2s, I'm happy to get another +2 and a main skill +2 rather than leader skill because I think Dino Rex leader possibly. But
I didn't even go for Dino Rex one.
No, I didn't bother. He was not up to point. But yeah, so
even for my red mono, he wasn't good enough.
Yeah, I mean my red mono. I don't think my red mono is even that good, but I still turned him down just because I was like, I'm not happy about this.
I can now actually beat hard mono with all my mono teams.
Can you really? I can't.
Yeah. My blue team is the worst, but
yeah.
when I have like DJK or King Ben's Loemon as companion.
Yeah, that's true. I did it with them, but I don't know if I had to continue. Like some, I still need continues, just because I'm kind of picky. Like I didn't make Teapot. So like my holy team's really bad. Like a lot of mons I just don't make when I could. So my mono teams aren't quite on point. But yeah, I think. What did I do? What was the last one? Holy, that was it. Yeah, Holy was the last one. Or whenever Holy was, I just. Oh, it might have been Dark. No, Dark I did. Holy, I think I totally gave up on hard. I just didn't even continue spam it because I was just like, it's going to be too many continues. So I just didn't even get the Digimon. But then I guess a lot of people don't do that. It's only because we're like quite high level now that we can afford to do it. It is very hard. Just because of the mono restriction. But yeah, once you can do it, it's a nice little Digimon bonus every 2 weeks.
That's true. Yeah. That's like 80 Digimon every 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then occasionally we get new stories to add some. Yeah. Anyway, should we move on to ex-tyranomon?
Talking about stories. When we were talking about subjects to do, we forgot Imperialdramon.
Oh, of course. We'll add that. We'll add that in for a bit later, maybe.
Add that to the end.
Yeah, I've got it on the list. That's a big one.
So the other event was ex-tyranomon. That's the 60 energy event.
Yeah, top left one. That's fairly. It's a fairly tricky island that I tend to tell people. 2,300 defense is like the cutoff. That's when you're pretty safe to do it. If you've got a good friend and you've got spirit, you'll probably be all right.
I would say 2,500, and
I mean,
you're pretty safe.
I mean, I originally got it from King Ben because when I was hadn't tried it, I didn't realize. I probably could have done it a lot before I did, but I just was too scared of it. Yeah. And then King Ben just said, put all your highest defense mons, and then I think he was the one that said 2,300, and then I did it, and I'm like, this is doable. I had to use when I was 2,300. You need a fairly solid way of healing, but it's doable. And then obviously, like you say, 2,500, you're a bit safer. You're not constantly risking dying, but yeah. So anyway, so that's that event. Ex-tyranomon. What do you think?
Actually, with my team, I currently have 3,300 defense.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they all deal just 1 damage all the time, so it's kind of boring.
Oh yeah, what in PvP?
No, not in PvP.
Ex-tyranomon.
But the 60 energy.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's boring.
It's true, but it's free mons though. I don't know. I can complain too much. I think it's good because when you're new, it's quite a big jump. Yeah, so I don't think it's too easy. I think it's a good cut-off line for something for new players to work towards. I think mainly we want something a bit harder for other players, but I think we kind of have that in mono hard, and also flash hard is very hard. Oh no, because it's not hard, is it? It's hardcore. The 80 energy one, that is insane.
Yeah, so I can't even really. Well, the last time I did it, I could
just scrape by, right?
One continue.
Yeah. So I'm similar. I can kind of just do it now. My defense is a bit higher. I'll probably manage it all right, but it's still very hard. Even with like 2,300 defense, solid skills, like wild card and stuff. So yeah. So it's we've got other things, but I think there's other things in the work. There's Endless Tower or something they're adding.
They were talking about that. Yeah.
So yeah, there's possibly harder stuff coming for older players, but yeah, for new players it's good. Anyway. Talk about stats. What do you think?
Yeah, back to ex-tyranomon. He is a God Plus, and at level 60 he has 385 attack, 411 defense, 407 HP, and 309 support.
Right.
So his support status is not that good, but
then who cares about
really
support?
Interesting.
Yeah, they usually lower that one because I think they realise most people don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, I kind of think like one day someone might make a team with like full support and come up with like a broken strategy because no one's thought of it.
Well, the problem is in PvP, for example, if you don't have enough defense and you fight against a full cash team, you just die in one turn.
You just
it's a
die.
One-turn kill.
But then I kind of feel like there might be a secret gold mine now. I mean, we haven't found it yet, but you might be able to mix defense and support and do some like crazy heals where just 3 brown cards, which are like not even critical, like heal you completely. I don't know. They might think of something crazy, and that's when
but if it's a
Marine Aegiomon.
if it's a one-turn kill, you can heal all you want, but
it's true. But if you have a decent amount of defense balanced with support, so maybe you have like terrible attack and terrible HP or something. Okay, but yeah, so who knows? But his defense, his support pretty low. But
support pretty low, but defense is pretty decent.
Yeah, it's got a decent defense. 411. I mean, at the moment we've been getting quite a lot of decent one with Chat, which was like 120. Then we had Cherrymon. I forget what his Japanese name is. He was about he was 28 or something.
Yeah,
28. So yeah, we've got a lot. So 411 isn't too crazy anymore.
No,
it's good. It's solid.
It's pretty good. But
yeah,
I won't add him to my PvP team because all my Digimon are already stronger.
Right.
But for people who don't have a 611 defense Digimon in the PvP team, I'd certainly go for that.
He's a good call, yeah. And his attack and HP also solid stats, much more than Platinumnumemon. They're a bit higher.
Yeah, true.
So stronger. And then his main skill, same as Chak.
Inflicts medium damage to all enemies.
Yeah, and then it's 6 turns, but we'll know it will go down to 4 on max limit break. But if it went down to 3 again, probably 0 chance of that. It'd be very good, very good. So good. Because for me, as soon as I get Chak's skill, that's the end of any PvP match pretty much, because everything else is like dead at that point.
Just stalling until his skill is done, and
right, and then dead, and then I heal, and then everything's fine from when Chat can come in. So if it was free, that'd be crazy, but the chance of that probably like so little, like 5%, if that. I doubt it. Also, because it's based on speed, and ex-tyranomon looks like he'd be pretty slow.
The only thing I don't like about ex-tyranomon is his leader skill.
Yeah, it's such a bad leader skill. I mean, it's all right. I've been doing a thing recently where you wildcard combo. If I have something that increases the instance, say like ancient goddramon, then I use that because then if like there's some wildcards coming up, it can like increase the power of the wildcard combo, greater probability of getting all 9999s. So yeah, but generally it's boring, isn't it? And it's not what you'd want to waste a leader on. Certainly in PvP, and almost certainly in PvE as well. It's just not. But you know, it's an eventmon. It's one you don't have to digivolve, unlike Platinumnumemon. So it's all right. And certainly, if you don't want to do that, it's good feeder because it's a God plus.
Yeah. True.
And you know that's some good feeder.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but.
The other 2 Digimon that drop on that stage are actually.
What are they?
Dark.
Oh, are they new?
What
are they? What are they? Sorry.
They are dark rays.
Yeah, I saw
that.
Ramon. Or is it Aegiomon in Japanese? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know, man.
Gene Brown recovery. Oh, he's got a really interesting main skill. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I mean, he's rubbish because he can't be limit broken and he's queen rarity. But I was kind of thinking, like, we've been getting a lot of mono leaders recently with Cherrymon and Demon and stuff like that. But I kind of want one with a main skill that's the same as their leader skill. Just to like have it so you wouldn't have to waste the leader slot, but still get some conversion into. Yeah,
that would be nice.
That would be really good because if you think about other things like, let's say, Fannyamon or whatever, she all brown. If you got all brown, and then you could convert those into green like Ramon.
Yeah,
that would be pretty good. I mean,
that'd be good. Yeah.
I don't know how much, that I'd like that, but obviously Ramon isn't viable in any way,
no.
But yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be interesting. Yeah. That's ex-tyranomon. Oh, sorry, go on.
We actually forgot to mention something in the Nuemon event.
Oh.
The drops for the easy, medium, and hard.
Oh, of course. So do you want to do
that? Easy was 5 capacitors.
That's pretty low, but is that a standard? I think it's usually.
I think it's pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15, right? Is usually what they do, or sometimes what they do.
They either do 5, 10, 15, or they do 5, 10, and the Digimon that is the goal.
And that's what we got this time.
In hard, they give the goal, so they give you a Platinumnumemon.
Which is good. I'm glad because it really makes it a lot easier. Because that's like not only does it give you like a free 20 less capacitors you need to farm, but you don't need to level anything.
True.
It's a big help. I think it's a good choice. It's balanced as well. It's not like, it doesn't make it too easy, but it helps out a lot.
True.
Because for some people, sorry again.
You know what I've also noticed?
Yeah.
The drop rate for Goldnumemon is really high.
Right? I've got a lot.
I've only done easy and medium, and I've already got 4. That's
a lot. Yeah, I've only done hard, and I've got, I don't know how many I got, like 3 or 4, I think. So yeah, it's quite high. The other thing I was going to say is because not all players might be able to do hard, it also balances it that way. So because I remember when I first started, I think it was around goddramon event times.
Yeah.
And I could only do the first. I could only do the first 2 of easy, I think, and maybe the hard one, like right at the end. But so they'd be able to get like a few capacitors, but the Platinumnumemon is like, it's not free reward. You still have to beat the hard, which is you know, it's not totally easy. I mean, I wasn't looking, and when he hit me, he nearly killed me. I don't know how little I was concentrating, but he did a lot of my health. So he does decent damage.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't using a terrible team. I think I might have had Aegiomon on my team, but Aegiomon, yeah, well, you know the guy, the goat boy.
Aegiomon.
Yeah. So it's you know, it's not a free reward. The other thing I was thinking as well, which I was kind of disappointed about, I kind of want to comment on the forum, see if they could change it. Is I was hoping Platinum and Goldnumemon would have a really high sell price, but they don't. It's the same. Because that was like. That. Yeah, I checked it. It's 480 for Goldnumemon, which is the same as any other 4-star, I think he is. No, 5-star he is.
Why is Aegiom's price so high? It doesn't even make sense.
Whose?
Aegiomon.
Aegiomon? Oh, King Aegiomon.
Well, no, Aegiomon is Aegiomon and King Aegiomon have a high selling price.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe because he's a cool guy. I don't know. But yeah, I was kind of hoping they would do that, because like in going back to Cyber Sleuth, Platinumnumemon were like really important because they gave you more EXP, so you would just have a team full of them, or you'd have your main 3 Digimon you'd use, you'd have 2 of them Platinumnumemon, and they would just give so much EXP. So like, you know, they had a special purpose, and I was kind of hoping that we'd get like a more interesting use for a Digimon here. Which, you know, if we ask nicely, they might do it. But at the moment, we haven't got it. But yeah, I was hoping they would sell for a lot. I thought that'd be really interesting. Or even just a bit more, even just a few thousand. But unfortunately not. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, that would be more fun, honestly.
Yeah. It's true. Right.
You know what? What I kind of find weird. I already mentioned this before we started recording. But on Facebook, they always post the new event, obviously. And a lot of people are commenting that it's a good thing that the ex-tyranomon event is crap, because then they can spend their time on leveling their Digimon. But I don't actually think ex-tyranomon is crap.
Yeah, he's a good mon.
He's pretty decent. He may actually go into my mono team.
Yeah. He's like got good defense, so there's certainly things he could replace.
Yeah, and his skill is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, no, it'd be good as like a main mon filler. It wouldn't take up a leader skill, but yeah, he's pretty good. But I do understand, like once you get to a certain point, a lot of mons tend to be like not like that great and not worth the hassle. I mean, I'll probably get him just because sometimes I like can't be bothered to do missions before bed or whatever, so I might just, you know, do a quick 60 energy gone quickly, and I'll probably get enough to do him. Whether I make him, I guess it depends when. So this also whether I make him depends on like red mono. But moving on from that quickly to say, this kind of confirms that the next mono event would be Dragon.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah. It's not a sure thing, but the last couple of mono events have been the same.
I think the last like 8 or more. It's been a long time that the top left island has dictated.
It's been a couple of times,
and then occasionally, very rarely, but that was like early on, it would be the top right island that would confirm it. But I think since at least the last 6 or so mono events, which is like many weeks, be 12 weeks or whatever, I think it has been the top left island. The last one I remember was the top left island didn't dictate it. Was when the top right did was Ravemon Burst, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be mono red, so people can start getting their reds ready. I think mine's.
How's
average.
your red doing?
I think it's average. Should I have a look? I think I haven't got that many. What have I even got? I don't know.
My current team would be Metal Tyranomon, max limit broken. Ancient Garurumon, max limit broken. Sea Greymon, max limit broken. Slayerdramon, which I'm gonna burst limit break soon-ish.
Right.
And Aegiomon at 3 limit breaks. As leader, obviously.
Yes, so mine's pretty similar to you. I've got Slayerdramon Burst. I've got Metal Greymon Virus Burst. Then I've got Aegiomon Heroes still. Getting that representation out. Then I've got Ancient Garurumon, which is just like meh. And then I've got Aegiomon, but only at 2.
Yeah, okay.
So at limit break. So a little less than you, but yeah. And then I've got other ones that I can level. I think I can do. What's he called? Zeka Greymon. I quite like him. From Flash, he's pretty good.
Only red cards appear.
Yeah, I've got enough to make him. Have I got enough to make anyone else?
I actually have enough to make him twice. Because I
used mine as feeder, but
yeah, I was doing the same.
I also have enough to make Metal Tyranomon, yeah. Then I've got enough to make I've got enough to make Spinomon, but he's got pretty low defense.
Yeah, true.
Then I've got enough to make I've got enough to make Mad Leomon Armo, which I never made, and I quite like now, even though I never made him.
I actually have enough to make Fikaralamon.
Wait, who's that? Wait, the pig!
Yeah.
What? You haven't made him?
No.
Make him so quick. He's so good. Oh, because you did your pull, right?
Yeah, I did the green ticket pull, and I got
I'm so jealous. I've only ever pulled 2 of him. I would make him so quick. He's a great leader. He's so good.
True.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Oh, I'm really jealous. You can do hard easy with him. But yeah, then I can also make Ex-tyranomon and Ancient Sphinxmon from when I did some cash pulls. So, but they're not even that good.
No, but what would be really good?
Right.
Would be the new Imperial Dramon.
Right. Are we gonna talk about that now?
And Aegiomon's Digivolution is also.
Yeah. Should we talk about that now? Should we go on to Imperial Dramon and Aegiomon? Do you
want
to come back later?
Should we maybe discuss?
Leave that. Okay, let's go. Let's go to something else. So we've got PvP maybe, or the wheel, Black Wheel.
What I wanted to suggest was to talk about goddramon, even though it's the event from last week.
Oh yeah, we should talk about goddramon.
Should we?
I'm not. Yeah, let's do it quickly. Okay. So have you got his stats up?
I actually don't. No. But I do know he's not really strong. I mean,
no. So
he has the race drive skill, like Aegiomon and Tyranomon and stuff. But then for Holy Digimon. So basically you replace Aegiomon, which is rather easy to get using the Flash. You got the stats. Good. So yeah, he has 470 attack at level 60.
Wait, one sec. Let me compare that. So 470 compared to actually I don't have it. Okay, I don't have it. Carry on.
What is his name? Aegiomon is actually on the wiki.
Aegiomon. Yeah.
So I can look that up. So let's see. goddramon has 470 attack without.
He's got a lot more attack. He's got like 110 more attack. So you know.
359 for Geos.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Then defense-wise, he has 332 goddramon. And Geos has 309.
So it's a very small difference, and that's what a lot of people have been saying. Like, goddramon is hard to get because you have to evolve a level 60. So you want to evolve 6 level 60s? That's a lot of work. A lot of time investment.
You get goddramon God, I think, and then you have to level that to level 60, and then digivolve it, and then level it again.
Yeah, and you've got to level all his feeder. It's hard work, and for the main skill that people are looking at is defense, and it's only 23 more defense. Yeah, it's not a lot. I mean, his attack much better, Yeah, but is it enough? Okay, so then we go on to HP.
Yeah, HP is 415 compared to 373.
Again, not much. About 40,
40-ish.
40, yeah.
And his support is actually lower at 302.
Yeah.
It's
Chaosmon's
lower than
got a lot more support.
446.
Yeah.
So that
it's
is 140-ish lower.
Yeah. It's similar to kind of Demon and Pinocchimon.
Yeah, true.
Where Demon was a lot better. It outclassed him by a lot,
Yeah.
I feel, because it had more defense, a lot more attack. But it had a lot less support.
True.
And if you're using Chaosmon as a non-leader, like for heals, possibly that support makes a difference. We don't know, but or we haven't tested, or I haven't tested. But yeah, he's a bit better. He's got a lot more attack, a little more defense and HP, and a lot less support. But it's a lot of work, so a lot of people are kind of not feeling it.
Yeah. Are you gonna do it?
I haven't been doing it, and when's it end? There's not long left because I have. I don't. I think. That's a long time. I could make him. I've got 4 god. No, I've got 1 goddramon. That's it. I've only done enough to do 4 runs of various difficulty. So I haven't done much. I kind of don't want to make him, but I feel like I should. But you see, what I might do, I might get enough to make him and just keep him in my inventory and never make him.
What I've been doing is every time I have him, I get him, I just keep him.
Yeah.
And I've been leveling them. I think I have 2 at level 40. Let's see. I'm quickly gonna check. Sure. I have 3 at level 40 and 1 at level 15.
Not bad.
And I don't know if I'll make it, but
because you're looking at what 3 gold floppies on each.
Yeah.
To get to level 60, possibly 4. And that's just to get to level 60, then you have to evolve them.
And they also need Digivolution material, so 125,
that's
20, 15, and 10. And then 20 capacitors. I actually have the capacitors, so that's not really
cool.
a problem.
But yeah, the fusion materials, that's kind of standard, around 20 to 25. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
He's good. Anyone who's prepared to make him, I think it will be good to make him, but it just kind of feels like by the time I make him, they might introduce an even better one.
That's what I was thinking.
Because he still could be improved. That's the thing. Like Demon is pretty solid. There's to improve him, it would be a lot of power creep. So, but with goddramon, they could increase his defense quite easily, and then he'd be a lot usable. Like Cherrymon. Cherrymon, I love him. He's on my team now. I've got him burst. He's got huge defense. So useful for PvP.
I actually have Cherrymon and Demon on my PvP team.
Yeah, you've got both, haven't you? You've got all the heals. But yeah, he's great. goddramon, I'm just not that interested in. But,
Yeah.
I think anyone who makes him... Sorry, go on.
I've been leveling the Prevolution.
Yeah.
But I think I may use him as food.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, see. I mean, he's good.
It's an improvement.
And I think anyone who made him would be good. It's just the effort to get there might not be worth it. Depends. We'll see. I mean, in the long run, it might help him out a lot, but again, it might not. It's not that much better. It's mainly because his defense hasn't improved. If his defense had improved a bit more, he'd be more usable, but he's still replaceable with such a low defense, even though he's got his good skill.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fix the fact that Chaosmon had a fairly low defense. So it's a bit... Yeah. So he's kind of meh.
True. Okay.
That's where he's at. Alright, can I quickly need to run to my fridge. Is that alright? Can we pause
sure.
for a sec? Do you want to pause or do you want to just introduce the next bit and I'll come back? I'll be
what next bit do we want to do?
Black Gear maybe?
Black Wheel. Yeah, sure. I can talk about Black Wheel.
Okay, I'll be 20 seconds. I'll run now.
Sure.
Alright,
right. So we got a new feature. The Black Wheel was introduced, I think, 2 weeks ago-ish. And at first, you could get a green SP ticket, 5 Digimon, bronze inknot, 10 Digimon, a gold floppy, PvP crown, continue capsule, battery, a silver floppy, 50 Digimon, a bronze floppy, and a hard drive. And the cost for every spin was once every 6 hours. It was free. Then the first one was 1.1, and then an increase of 1.1k, so 1.1 thousand per turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think it went up infinitely. I haven't tried.
We didn't try that far. It was very. So should we talk about originally? It was very good originally. It was so good. What kind of things did you get? Did you get any particular good pulls?
I mentioned all of them, but
but which did you get?
Oh, which I got?
Yeah,
I mostly got the Digimon things.
Yeah, I got 5 Digimon. Comes up a lot. Even now, it comes up a lot.
I actually got the 50 Digimon once or twice.
Yeah, no, I think I got it once, and in the more recent one, I've got what replaced it, the slightly less 25. I've got that at least twice. So yeah. But yeah, originally it was great. How high did you go on it until you stopped?
Not that high, like 4.4 ish.
4.
If I got an Ignot, I got did one further because then it doesn't really cost that much.
Yeah, I think I went up to 22 on the first one. Yeah. And then I started going up to maybe I started going up to 12. I did 11k, and then I didn't do the 12.1k.
But you have so many bits.
I have a lot because I always had a lot of money, but then as soon as Flash came out, just all the ingots from that was just like so much more. And it's the same. Like I don't know how I always had more money. Like DGK was always very poor, and then as soon as Flash came out, he's now rich. He's now in the 1%. But yeah, originally it was great. I mean, I'm having a look at the wheel now. I got a lot of 5 Digimonies. I mean, the bronze ingot and silver ingot and came up a lot. I think the bronze. Oh, sorry, the floppies, not ingot. Yeah. Then the bronze ingot, I didn't get that much. It comes up a fair bit.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
Mostly the floppies.
Mostly the floppies. I think I might have got a PvP crown or 2 on the original one. Maybe a battery, a few SP tickets, the 50 Digimon, lots of 5, and then that's kind of what I got in the first one.
Yeah.
Because I think the rates have changed.
And then so too.
Yeah, and then so the second incarnation of it. What was it? It was it was terrible.
They changed 50 Digimon to 25.
Right.
And it changed the hard drive to Wargreymon SP Plus.
Was that the second? That was the third one, wasn't it? Because there was a middle one where they just changed the value, right? Before they added Wargreymon.
True. That's very true. Yeah. They made it so that 5,
right?
5k per turn, I think.
Yeah. So it's free every 6 hours. That's remained the same throughout. Yeah. But then it was increased 5. So the first one was 5, second was 10, 15, so on. Yeah, what did you do on that one? Did you do a 5k or did you not even bother?
I only bothered if I got an Ignot.
I think I went to 10 and then I didn't do the 15.
Okay.
Because I hated that one because the thing is, it's cool even if it's like a every now and then thing, but because we had been spoiled with the first one.
True.
And to do it like 10 times for me and then only to be able to do it like twice or 3 times. It was a bit sad because it's fun to use, even if it's not, even if it's just quite a simple thing. Right, and then carry on with the third one, which you started to describe. They changed the Digimon and added Wargreymon.
Yeah, and the cost is 2k per turn.
Right,
which is acceptable, I guess.
Yeah, no, it doesn't cost 2k. It doubles. Have you not gone that far?
I have only done a 2k.
It doubles. So what happens now? It goes free every 6 hours, then 2k, then 4k, then 8k, then 16k.
Oh, okay.
32k, which I think is very good. I think it makes it a lot more because the first one it increased, but it was but now it's exponential. So you're telling people you can't abuse this wheel because if you abuse it, you're going to go broke so fast.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, I admit I still go crazy on it. I go up to 16. So I do 2, 4, 8, and 16, and then I don't do the 32. So 16k is a lot, and at the moment I'm on just under 3 mil. So yeah, it's still a lot, right?
I'm on a 400,000k.
That's not bad though. You've got enough to like get by. But I'm gonna have to stop soon because the rate I'm going is like not sustainable basically, and because we haven't had a flash recently, I can't see how much effect it would have. But I'm gonna have to start doing only up to 8 or 4 eventually. But yeah, I like this new one. I haven't got a WolfHakase. Have you got one?
None.
I imagine he's very rare. But yeah, I've got a lot of SPs on this one. Tickets. The 25, like I said, I got a lot. 5 Digimoney. I think it's almost 20% rate for me.
I think so.
It's a decent way.
Lately I've only been getting floppies though.
Yeah, just a lot of floppies. I haven't got any SPs in ages. I get 5 Digimoney every now and then, probably still around 20%, but just a lot of it's a lot of floppy. The other thing that I noticed about it, which is really annoying, it was more when the wheel was in its first form, but it was only 1.1k and I used it a ton. Because like certain things like daily missions, you can't claim your reward unless you've got room in your inventory. The wheel isn't like that. Certain, I think daily rewards you can claim even if you've got full inventory.
No, you can't.
But you can't.
No.
Oh.
You need to have room in your inventory, otherwise it doesn't work.
Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, the wheel at some point it wasn't like that. I'm pretty sure. Or I think it's still like that now, right?
The wheel works.
The wheel is. But the thing is, like, because I would use it like 10, 15 times or whatever it was, I would go to my inventory and I'd be like 15 over or like 10 over because I've got so many floppies, and that was dangerous because, you know, how do you get rid of so many floppies? You can't just fuse them all into one. And if you haven't got any feeder, then what do you do with those floppies?
Actually, what I've been doing is feed 5 bronze floppies to...
Oh, that's crazy.
To god level dragon food.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's dangerous, isn't it? Like, it's so inefficient, it hurts me a bit.
Well, if you do it on Dragon Race, it's not that inefficient.
But then you don't get a level bonus, that's the other thing.
True, you don't get a level bonus, but you still get a race bonus.
It's true, you get the race bonus. But yeah, it's just a bit... it just makes... it's unclean. But yeah, so that's the other thing you got to be careful about. But I guess that's less of a risk now. They've kind of made it a bit more expensive. So yeah, so that's the wheel. Have you got any other thoughts on it?
Sorry, what?
That's the wheel. Have you got any other like thoughts on it or anything?
On the wheel, not really.
The other thing, I've got a couple of things.
Okay.
The thing I noticed, which annoys me, I don't know if you get this. So the way it rotates, it like obviously because it doesn't actually rotate, it's the flashing light.
Yeah.
So I want it to be a bit more constant. Like in other phone games I play when they have similar wheels, it slows to a gradual stop. So like just predicting the speed, you can kind of be like, oh, it looks like I'm gonna get that, and then it slows down, it gets really slow, and you're like, oh, am I gonna get this? And it's like a bit suspenseful, makes it a bit exciting. But this one, it's not really. I've had it, so it slows down. It starts fast, then it slows down a bit. But I've had it. It seems there's just the slowest speed. It seems to go around a whole cycle on the slowest speed. It's like, well, what am I even like watching for? Because it's like. Sure. I want to kind of be able to like feel excitement when it gets near to like the 25. But instead, I'm like, well, it's just gonna. If I feel it's going at its slowest, it gets to the 25, and then it does a whole other cycle, which it has done. It's like, what am I meant to think about that? That's not exciting. So I kind of wish they added a more gradual. I don't know how hard that would be to code, but I kind of wish it was like more gradual, so you could kind of predict it. And like certain wheels, I don't know if you've had them in other games and tried them where they get right to the end and it looks like they've stopped and then they go over to the next one.
True.
That never happens on this wheel, and I kind of wish it would. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. Other thing, I mean, a lot of things I like would change with Heroes are like aesthetic things. I'm quite big on like the appearance. I would quite like if the wheel was circular. I know that's like a really small thing, but I kind of would prefer that to be in square. It's fine. It's like a pretty nice design. But I'd quite like it if it's circle. I don't know if that's just me. But,
I think since the chance of getting something is also weighted, they should have made it a circle, and then with the weight of how easy it is to get represented by its icon. You get what I mean?
True. I don't know. I do. I'm not 100%. I do. So
if you have a 20% chance of getting, for example, 5 Digimoney,
right,
then the the image for the 5 Digimon, he should have a 1/5 of the wheel size as well.
Oh, that's really interesting. I really like that. And then it would be the wheel rotating rather than the light. So the whole thing was, that's really good. You know, that's clever. Because the way they could do it, I see on other wheels, rather than it just having a really big chunk, it's got normal size chunks, but they're like, you have several kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So like you have maybe 20 chunks, and then 20% would be 4. So you have 4 SP ones like spread out, or 4 Digimon rather. That would be really good. We should suggest that. That's a good change. But yeah, I think they can improve it, the aesthetics a bit. But I mean, it's kind of a minor issue, isn't it? It's true. It does its thing. It would be better if they could do that. But assuming they're working on other things, it's like it's minor changes. It'd be nice to see in the future, but it's new. You know, it could happen. But yeah, that's the wheel. Was there any other thing I was thinking about the wheel? No, I think that was it. Yeah.
Hey,
cool.
I was actually kind of distracted just now because half an hour ago the Digimon Heroes, also the Facebook page, also released the Platinumnumemon text.
Right.
And I've been reading the comments, and a lot of comments are asking about a Flash event, and the same on ex-tyranomon. Do you think we'll get a Flash event soon?
Yeah, I think we're... See, the thing is, the Flash event, you kind of just want another. So I'm kind of wary whether I actually think we're going to get another or whether I just want another. It seems at first they were like quite hush-hush about when we'd get them. And I asked them and they didn't say. They were like, now and then. But from what we've seen, it's maybe every 3 weeks or 2 weeks. 2 weeks even, maybe. So
Sorry.
That's right. So we get them fairly frequently, right? Maybe once every 2 weeks. So I think we're overdue. We haven't got one in a little while.
I think the last one was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so we are due one soon, assuming they are regular. I mean, they could they could do not another one for 3 months because there isn't any schedule. But
yeah, a lot of people seem to think it's either in front of or after a PvP, but that's just all the time, basically.
Yeah, that's just any time that's not PvP. Yeah, that's half the week.
Doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be soon. Let's mention Flash a bit. Flash is good. I mean, let's not go into too depth. I mean, it's not super new. But what did I want to say? I don't even know what I wanted to say. Oh, so Flash events. The only other thing I wanted to say. I mean, we can talk like they're adding new mons every now and then. They're probably going to keep the ones for a little while.
Yeah.
There's various difficulties. What's it? 40, 60, 80. Standard stuff people would have already heard, but. One thing I was thinking recently, which I've now forgotten twice again, what was it? Right. So it's usually, they started it, the first one was 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Which was great. It was a crazy day. People went mad. They were doing it for 20 hours of their life.
Yeah, true.
Then the next one was 12 hours, I think. They might have done another 12 hours. Then the last couple have been 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours.
I think that's too short.
It's very short. The only other problem is they seem to do it at the same time of day, I think, every time. It seems. I might be just imagining that. Yeah. But for me and you, certainly, obviously not for everyone, but for a large part of the world, a lot of Europe, it's kind of just before they'd be wanting to go to bed.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
I've heard from people that I've missed the entire thing because they were sleeping.
Yeah. But to me, I don't want that to happen.
It's at like... 10, 11 at night that it starts in my time zone.
Yeah, it's like an hour or two, hour earlier for me.
And when I had to work, I wanted to go to bed at 10.
Right, yeah. So people with jobs, it's like, it's not great. I mean, I can understand that it's meant to be like a rare event and that if people miss it, that's part of like the kind of the crazy rareness, which I understand. Yeah. But if it's the same time of day every time, I have to go to bed. I mean, I stay up late, but I still go well at like past like I could sleep kind of thing, and it's kind of like if it's the same time every day, I'm going to be missing at least half of it. You're probably going to be missing at least half, even more, and other people. So I kind of 7 hours or 8 hours. It's okay. I mean, more would be nice, but even if they said 8 hours, we really like that. That's fair. I think it's like it's a fair bit of time, but I kind of wish they moved the time around just a bit, just like because. it's meant to be random. Like randomize that as well. That'd be nice. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Flash.
I think either they should make it longer, but then you have the problem that some people abuse it and just keep doing it and doing it. And which for them, for the Digimon Heroes team, isn't actually a bad thing because people will buy batteries and batteries and batteries and batteries.
That's true. It's
and
money.
Just keep on going. So to them, that's actually better, if you ask me. But
it's true.
If they don't make them longer, like you said, just make it go at different times. Start at different times, and then make it go 8 hours. Then every time someone gets the chance to get it at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
And another thing, we've had it a couple of times now, and the things that are really rare are the things that I don't have. But
it makes sense.
Yeah, true. But I haven't even done the Flash event that much because, as I said, I wanted to sleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
For example, Aegiomon, Aegiomon and Aegiomon, Lady Devimon and Devimon. I have a bunch of those.
Right. Yeah. So many.
I have like 20 of each.
Why have you not used them? I've used all of mine away. I don't have the room.
Yeah, I'm using them as food, but I have to level them and it takes time and whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is...
I even use them at level 1.
Yeah, crazy. Sometimes. But I want to
anyway, go on, sorry.
As I can. But anyway, what I kind of hope is that the rare ones, they keep, and they rotate the lesser rare ones.
That's true. That's what they should do, because like when they added new... 6 stars, I was alright with that. I mean, it decreased the rate of some of the rare ones, which kind of sucked. But yeah, no, I was like, okay, cool. I would kind of like to see, like, I've got enough to probably burst limit break like 5 plus, like of so many of like the Devimons, the Aegiomons, even the new holy guy. I forget what he's called, the one with like multiple heads. So many shotgun Gekomon. So many Zekagramon, just so many of all of these that it would be nice to get more, but then they probably want to accommodate for people that like can only do the easy as well.
True,
and maybe
that's true.
So they kind of got to balance it, but certainly as a player who's got like 20 of each of like the lesser rare ones, like it would be nice to get some more.
It wouldn't even be better to just add more that you can get.
That's true, but then that would further decrease the rates of the rare ones.
That is true. That is very true.
What I think they could do, which I think most people would agree with, both old players and new players, if they added new ones, but the weight the new ones added was subtracted from some of the other lesser rare ones.
Yeah.
So say 6 stars had like a total weight of 100, that was decreased to 50. And a new weight of 50 with 6 stars was added. So it's the same weight, doesn't affect any other higher rarities. But added some new ones. And that means if you're, say, missing somehow Devimons or whatever, you still have a chance to get it. It's just a little rarer. But I think that's quite agreeable for everyone. So so there's possibilities. But
I'm kind of afraid that I'm kind of afraid that they'll rotate it. And then we get rid of Lowemon and Ultimate Brachiomon and all the good stuff.
Oh, that would be so sad. I've only got one Lowemon.
I got 2.
That's still, you still need some more. So you know, that's understandable.
And I have I think 3 or 4 Ultimate Brachie. So
I think I got enough to max limit break him, which I have now. But I need that one for the burst because it decreased his skill. But I've got so little Oryu. He seems really rare, even though I think he's similar rarity to the others, if not the same.
You got 1 from DMX.
Yeah.
You only have 1 more, right?
I've only got... No, I've got 2 from Flash now. I got 1 originally, but I got another since then, so...
I think
2.
I got 2 or... No, 3 or 4 from Flash.
Yeah, you got a fair few. 4, I think it was. So that's Flash. How are we doing? Should we move on to something else?
Yeah, sure. We're halfway on time, so.
Are we an hour? That's pretty good. I honestly, I was expecting us to talk for like 20 minutes and be done.
No.
So pretty good. Okay, so I'll give you the choice of events and choice of topics, and you pick. So we can talk about PvP, just generally some of the new changes. We can talk about the limited specials that they've added.
Yeah.
We can talk about the new egg rotations of SP and free to play, or we can go to Imperial Dramon.
I think Imperial Dramon should be talked about. The egg rotations I already have a video about, so if people want to know more.
Ah, see, you're plugging another video. That's it.
I mean, we can talk about it. I mean,
did you talk about the limited specials?
I didn't. Well,
okay, let's do that quickly.
Very shortly.
No? Yeah, very shortly. Oh, you did talk about it shortly.
Yeah, kind of. I made it one video where I did my green ticket X pulls. I did that because of the 5+2. So
well, let's talk about the new specials. So recently we had specials on SP tickets. So we had an extra, instead of being 5+1 when you do 5 summons, you get 5+2, which, to be honest, I wasn't too excited about. I was kind of like, whatever. But that's because I never saved my tickets.
Yeah.
Someone like you that had like 150 tickets saved, right? That's a difference of 30, right?
I think I got 50 extra Digimon from the +2.
In all, that's a lot. I think I probably got 2 extra. But yeah, for you, it's excellent. That's a lot of new Digimon. That would have been at least like 1 new 9-star probably, and if not 2, maybe even.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no. We wouldn't know exactly, but roughly statistically, a couple maybe. Certainly a couple of SPs probably, and a few gods. So that's pretty good. That is a new thing. That's now ended, unfortunately, and now they've added a new one, which is Digimoney, which is the same thing, but it's 5+2, which to most free to play.
1500 Digimoney.
The 150. Sorry, 1,500. Yeah.
What I kind of think is weird is that they only did it on the 1,500 and not on the 3,000.
Yeah, because the thing is, what I've heard them say before is, I'm not 100% on this, and I think it's only been said by the dev, is that the 3,000 one has better rates, possibly. I don't know. Had you heard that? Yeah, I had heard that before, which is like, if you do 3,000, you have a better probability of getting high rarities. I don't know whether that was like kind of said and is misleading, because it just means like, if you do more pulls, you're more likely to get something, or whether there is actually like a boost to your probability of getting something good. So that I'm kind of questioning. But yeah, it's interesting for new people, for paying players. Free to pay, a bit boring. There was also updates to the shop, which was if you bought batteries, you could get 6 as a package instead of 5, which was a big difference, especially for people that use Flash Event.
Yeah, I normally don't buy batteries.
Yeah, no, but it was good. I don't think I ever bought. I don't know if it's still up. I need to check because I might.
I don't think so. I think it's back to normal again.
That's sad. I'll try and get some next time. If I know it exists.
5 batteries for 300 DM right now.
Oh, that's sad. But yeah, it was 6 for 300, which was a big difference, I think.
Oh yeah.
And they also did it for continue capsules, which I don't know who would ever buy continue capsules, because I have a fair few anyway. Also, you get like a free one a day, possibly 2 a day, more even.
It's kind of random.
It seems random from what I've heard. But yeah, so I don't know who'd buy those. If it was hard drives, oh my god, that would be crazy.
Yes. I only really buy hard drives. I mean, I should buy energy batteries, but
for Flash. But yeah, it's Digimoney. It's a very finite resource. So, but yeah, if it was hard drives, and I assume they will do that, that'd be so good.
Oh man, all my Digimoney would be gone.
Right? So quick. I think I have enough to do one maybe to get one package of
same.
5. But yeah, and then. So that's the limited. The other thing is, I forgot there's another topic which I'll add in, see if we can squeeze it in, is the new missions.
Oh yeah, true.
Should we go for that now?
Maybe first Imperial Dramon?
Okay, Imperial Dramon. Right, so you introduce it. So
a new Aegiomon quest island is released. Of course, it's still required to have Aegiomon in your team, which sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they make it slightly easier to accommodate. I haven't done the hard ones yet. Usually the hard are quite hard, but They might make it.
I did them, and I didn't really have any trouble. But then again, my team is rather strong, of course. Yours too. So even with Aegiomon, it's not that bad.
I remember there was a point that I found the hard Aegiomon quests very hard. But now probably less so. My team has got a bit better. So that's good. But anyway,
well, what
this
it drops,
is a special one. Yeah.
What it drops is Omegamon, King Rarity, which is needed to digivolve the previous Imperial Dramon.
Can I just say, to add to that, the art is so good that it makes me sad that he's only a king. If he was like stronger, I would love to have him on my team because my god, his art is like, it's so much better than the event one from a while ago as well.
True.
But yeah, I love his art. Anyway, so yeah, he's a fusion material, right?
Yeah, and then you also get the Omega Blade, which is basically a capacitor.
Yeah. It seems kind of weird to me that I'm just like in my inventory like 100 massive swords. But it's a weird image. But yeah, so that's the the material for that.
And what it also drops is Dragon's Knowledge.
I haven't actually got any of those yet. But I've only done like the easy.
Apparently, it only drops on hard 60 energy stage.
From Imperial Dramon.
Only from the boss.
Yeah.
But what you can do with that is digivolve your Aegiomon in Aegiomon or something.
Right. Yeah. Aegiomon. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is also dropped in this stage is Aegiomon.
My computer's crashing.
Oh, that's a problem.
I can still hear you though. Okay, what should we do? Oh wait, no, I'm back. No, wait, it's not crashing. It just went. It just went on to like.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Sorry.
Okay.
It scared me because that's what it does. The screen goes black and it dies, so I thought it was going, but no, we're good. Sorry, carry on. So,
what is also dropped is Aegiomon, which is kind of useful because Aegiomon digivolves in an Aegiomon. So, with the Aegiomon you get and the Dragon's Knowledge you could get Aegiomon and then limit break him.
Can we talk about that? Because so Aegiomon evolves into Jupitermon, right?
Yeah.
At the moment, Jupitermon he's like not coded in properly or something because all his stats max at 3.
At 3.
And then his main skill and leader skill kind of seem a bit weird. They might be his final ones, but they seem a bit weird because they just add 1. They both add 1 to all cards.
Yeah, true. So, I don't think that'll be what it actually is.
No. So we assume that we want to grind Aegiomon so we can evolve him to Jupitermon. But I was thinking Aegiomon actually pretty solid mon. Let me get a screen up of him. He's actually pretty good. He's got decent stats. His defense is slightly shy of 400. I think it's 380.
Yeah, and his skill is pretty good. He replaced what was it?
Let's see. What's the skill?
Shine Greymon?
Shine Greymon. The only thing is, does Shine Greymons go down to 1 turn? I think it does.
I don't know. I only have 1. So.
But anyway, so it's got a nice skill. Good for mono.
It's
pretty good for mono, are also pretty good. Like all of its stats are pretty solid. It's just like a standard event mon. Like it seems that kind of like balance. And then also it has restore a large portion of your HP, which if that went to 3, that would be a good healer for PvP. Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, defense is a bit low for that, maybe, but 3-turn heal is something a lot of people could do with. So he's pretty good, even though, because usually you have all these ones, like, say, Goldnumemon, like, it'd be worthless, like, Limb Break or something like that, because it's just not, it's just a weaker version. It's
True,
But he's actually usable, even though I assume he's going to evolve into Jupitermon, and then Jupitermon evolves into Jupitermon Wrath mode, I believe. So,
well, maybe.
Possibly.
What is also a problem with Jupitermon is that in order to get him, we may need all the forms of Aegiomon.
Oh, it's going to be crazy hard, yeah.
But that's not for sure yet.
Yeah, well, either way, we can't get him yet, so...
No. And the next island has a Ceresmon on it, on the image.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll probably get green then.
That's true. It makes sense, And then I think Marsmon is another one of the Olympus 12, so he'll have an island, and that's probably night, maybe. But yeah, so Aegiomon, interesting. Possibly Jupitermon, they didn't put his stats in because they did do it for Imperialdramon Paladin mode, and of course we all knew about him because of that.
Yeah.
Maybe they wanted to hide it a little bit, possibly.
Could be, yeah.
But he's only a God Plus, I think. So
that
his
could be
rarity
changed.
isn't. Yeah, that could change. But at the moment, his rarity isn't crazy high like the Imperialdramon Paladin mode. So we might not be expecting something that good. But evolving from Aegiomon, which is already good, you could expect something quite nice. Anyway, Imperialdramon. Do you want to mention?
Yeah. I don't actually have his stats in front of me.
I'll get him up. Oh, no. Okay, here you go.
This one. Yeah, that's him. Attack of 590.
That's crazy high.
That's super.
So what, at burst limit break, that's going to be 840, is it?
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's very good for a defending PvP team.
Yeah.
Then his defense is 425, so that's good for an attacking PvP team.
Yep.
HP 404.
Yeah.
404 not found.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then support.
Support is only 319. So.
Yeah, a bit low, but he's got very good stats. A very good spread as well, I think. It's not like sometimes they're like horribly spread, like all in support or whatever. But I like to see a low support and then the rest of that put into other stuff. Great attack. Yeah, so he's very good spread. As you'd probably expect of a 9-star SP plus rarity.
Actually, I'm not really glad with his main skill. Inflict most of the damage to one enemy.
I don't know what that does. Do you know how that works? Because it's like different to large damage, right?
I think most of the damage is dependent on the skill and then a high percentage of that or something. I don't really know, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, but potentially good. I don't know how many turns it goes down to yet.
True.
But actually, I can check. DGK has him. So.
Yeah, that's true. But it only really damages one enemy. Probably kills it, likely.
Yeah, if that went to 3 turns and was instant kill, that would be crazy. It'd be great.
Then it would be great, yeah. And his leader skill is big increase in the attack power of all allies.
So yeah, it does go down to 3 on burst.
3?
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good. And his leader skill is okay. His leader skill is good, but you probably could find something better, honestly.
Have you started on Imperialdramon?
I mean, yeah, I've got a drag. Not really. I've got a dragon mode, like fully leveled, I think, and then I've got enough to make another dragon mode, and then I need to get some more XP. Basically, I'm not anywhere that near. I've started. I've got some decent groundwork, but I'm not halfway yet, probably.
Okay.
How about you?
I have 1 Stigmon.
Good. I mean, I feel better now. But
yeah, I didn't want to start because you never know how long it will take. And,
well, I expected him to come about when he did.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just like, it's a lot of work, and I just I'm too scared by it that I just can't be bothered.
True. And I always have so many things to do, and my inventory is always full. So I figured I start when it's out, and I'm actually planning on doing that as soon as I leveled up some of my food and use them.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, but when. Sorry, go on.
I do have some capacitors, but not many.
Yeah, I need to grind. That's the main thing I need to grind more. But yeah, as soon as he came out, people like DGK immediately got him burst. Yeah. I saw him on his team probably a few hours after that event started. It was crazy. He went hard to get him, and I mean, it definitely would have helped him out PvP because he is an offensive force. But yeah, people got him very quickly. I saw a good few people in like the top 100 or so that had him, which is scary.
Has him and DJK and
but he's a great mon, so why not? Yeah, so people are getting him. I'm not going to get him for another 2 years probably. Probably you similar, but yeah, so he's great. I'm glad they finally added him. He's a lot of work, but anyone who does it, it's worth it. It's a lot of work.
There isn't actually another form of Imperialdramon, is there?
No, that's the highest he's gonna. That would be crazy if he went higher.
If he had another form and people have him burst limit broken, that would be sad.
I would enjoy that a bit. But yeah, I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. What's the time looking at? We got time?
We are at 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay, so right. So what are the options? Let's see. We've done Black Wheel. We've done new events. We can talk about PvP a little. We can talk about the new eggs or the missions.
Let's start with the missions.
Okay, so we've got new missions. Finally, we've been asking for ages. We've got new missions, which is great because we had like so little to work towards. We had a few. We had the evolving the Naturemons, like 500. Yeah. We had collect 400 Digimon in your collection, just like a Pokedex one.
Yeah, those are the hard ones.
Yeah,
those are the only two I didn't finish.
Right, and then there was like a bunch of others that like you completed like within the first week of playing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we finally got some more, so it's great because go on.
And these are pretty well. What do I want to say? These are increased every time you actually reach them.
Oh, they're tiered ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which I really like. I like that they don't end because other games do that, and it's definitely a good like design thing. Mm-hmm. So let me rattle off some. We've got increasing levels, so get to level 200 is one I've got. The nature one. Hatching a Digimon from a Digimoney egg, which kind of makes me sad because I've done that and it doesn't remember it. Plus,
they didn't record that before, so now it's kind of from now on when you do it.
I kind of wish the way they did that was the reward for that was like Digimoney, so it was just like you got a slightly cheaper one. I thought that would have been cool, but you get free gold hard drive.
Done it.
Yeah. Then we got use 100 hard drives is the one I'm up to. Then Facebook friends and regular friends and collection. So we've got a lot of new ones. Then I forget there were some others that I've probably completed that. But yeah, those are the main ones. So it's mainly like friends, levels, Digimoney eggs, hard drives. So yeah, so it's good because it's nice to get like that kind of progression where you're constantly getting constantly got something to work towards. And just one day you might get like a little reward without thinking about it. It's nice. The other thing I was thinking, so I think you'll be at the same level as me, but the next one is get to level 200.
Yeah, and there's a rainbow Digimon egg.
Right, but we don't know what it is.
No, you can't see it.
You can't, can you? No.
I've tried clicking on it and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
The same with the hard drive slots as well.
Oh, there's another one. See, the thing is, some people would have got those, and it probably says somewhere on the forums, but I haven't seen it, so I'm kind of interested to what those are.
DJK is probably 200, right?
I think he's still. Let me check. I thought he was like around still 180 still because it's quite slow to progress. So
true.
Whoa! He's 246.
Jesus, he's actually a higher level than Direwolf.
Since when?
The fuck.
That is definitely all the Flash stuff he has done.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Because I remember, like, it was only like a couple of months ago he was like level 180 or 190. And he's 246, and because those levels will be so slow, that's scary. But yeah, he's a high level guy, I guess. Speaking of that, you know what they should do? You should get EXP from PvP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down because I just thought of that. EXP. That would be great. You should get EXP from doing the wheel, maybe.
No.
I mean, come on.
Come on, no, man.
Okay. Maybe. I mean, more XP is good. You should get EXP from missions as well.
You get EXP from missions. You mean the... No, you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You should get that. And
I
maybe...
Aegiomon mission.
Oh, no. And then you should get EXP for eggs, maybe? Summoning? Probably not.
No. PvP and just normal matches. And maybe missions.
See, another thing they should do, EXP for getting a mon to max limit break. I think would be cool. Even if it's a little EXP, just the kind of thing to be like, well done.
If they did it as a mission, so like have so many Digimon at maximum limit break,
but like in a different way, kind of thing. So like every time you get one, maybe you get like I don't know how much EXP works because we can't see it, but maybe you get like 10,000 or some level of EXP every time you max it. That'd be kind of cool. Just little things to like enhance the gaming experience would be cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's the new missions. Have you got any other thoughts? They're good. I'm glad they added them.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Long overdue.
but I kind of have a problem with them.
Oh yeah.
I claimed them all of them
the glitch.
Claim, and I see a 1 still.
Yeah. So did you hear what that was? They explained it.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, so basically, it's like if you've got rewards, if you've completed missions that you can't see yet, you get the notification, but you can't claim it. So say you've already got a certain amount of friends, but you haven't got the amount of Facebook friends to unlock that next mission. For some reason, it gives you the notification, which I'm hoping they're gonna fix. Like, I'm hoping they're not just like, oh, that's part of it, because it's definitely a glitch. But I'm hoping they're gonna fix that. Because yeah, so basically, it's because I have like no Facebook friends.
Same.
Yeah.
No, I have a couple, but not many.
But yeah, obviously, I have like pretty much a full friends list. How many friends have I got? I think it's 80 plus. Yeah, 87 out of 89. So I would have unlocked later ones, but because I can't claim those. So yeah, that's a weird glitch. But
that's probably it with me too, then.
Yeah, but you know, hopefully that's fixed, because it's a bit annoying. Because every time I'm like, oh, I got a reward, and I go there and I'm like, no reward. So yeah, I hope they fix that. But I'm sure they are going to fix that at some point. Right, so that just leaves, we can talk about PvP a bit, or new eggs, but you kind of talked about that. So
I guess PvP, yeah.
PvP. So how are you finding PvP generally?
Well, it's since my team is getting better, it's getting easier.
Yeah.
The only thing I really have problems with are people like DJK and
just full stop. That's it.
Yeah, and Urinator, I think it's in Digimon Heroes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Good09 is his name in Digimon
Heroes. Good9, yeah.
And then full cashers like Direwolf and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are the only people I really have trouble with.
Yeah. It's tough, because to beat them, you kind of need a cash team of your own. Because I feel our teams are getting to like the pinnacle of what free to play currently offers us. Like, you know, we'll get stronger stuff, like with Demon and stuff. We get an SP every now and then, so we'll get better. But at the moment, we're kind of nearing the pinnacle. Even though, like, you know, I've paid some money into the game, so I've got some good flash mons. But even if you don't pay, you can buy batteries and do flash events and get some good stuff. But yeah, it's getting harder to beat them, or we're reaching a point where we're almost as good as we can get. So it's tough, but yeah, PvP, I'm enjoying it.
Sure.
The end is crazy, right?
Yeah, it's
always annoying.
I tried to get top 150 last time. We discussed that, and I just couldn't. I was stuck at 150.
Because you were trying. Yeah, well, I was talking with you, and you were trying, and you were winning games. But you just don't move because everyone's doing the same. So it's just you're just stuck there, and it's crazy. Because I had to crown because I was going for top 100, and I got down to like 60 or something. And then I was like, I've got no more stones. I don't really want to crown, but I know I'm going to float up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I was refreshing, and literally I'd refresh like instantly, and each time I'd like go down a rank or like 2 ranks. And I ended on like, what was it, 98? So scary, because I didn't want to crown again. And in the end, even if I crowned, when I was around 95, I wouldn't have had enough time to complete a game probably. No. So yeah, it's scary, and it's tough, and soon enough, it will be time probably to increase the rewards slightly, because with more people playing, I feel more people are deserving of a reward but can't quite get it. So it's like all those people like you in like the top 200, 300 even, all probably have like similar level teams, but some just aren't lucky almost in getting their teams done. So it's kind of like, it would be nice to see soon enough, maybe not quite yet, but soon enough they increased that 150 to 200. Then maybe the 100 to 125 or something. Just, you know, as more top players come into the pool, you want more rewards.
True.
Like,
I also think that the point rewards could go higher.
Yeah. Oh, you think they could go higher?
You want higher, more people are going to try to get more points, and then you get more points easily.
It's true, but like, you need to cash. Like,
not really. I mean, when we were at 4.5k was the required thing, then 4.5k getting it was easy.
Yeah, but I think that was quite fair, because for some people it wouldn't have been that easy.
No, true. But now that it's 5k, it's
It's a little more work.
To get the 5K as it was to get the 4.5.
I think it's a little harder.
I don't think so, because more people are trying to get the 5K, and therefore you get more relatively weaker people in lower ranks so that you can beat them. Because the thing you run into is just people you can't beat.
Yeah. It's true. I think we get. I seem to feel we do get it slightly later than the 4.5K, but it's still doable. I feel it is slightly more challenging, honestly. I mean, maybe that's just me, but I feel it's slightly more challenging, but it's like acceptable because before it was easy, and I like that because obviously for some people it wouldn't be super easy, and also just the burst capacitor was really hard to get originally, and it was stupid. And they made it more available, and I think that was good because the point reward should be fairly easy to get. I think it's still easy enough to get for us, maybe not some other people, but it's doable. It's just a little more effort. You have to work for it a little bit, which is fine. And yeah, I think they could increase them, but like when DGK gets the 8,000, it's like a lot of work. Like he stays up like really late and then just crashes. He goes into like no life mode and just uses like 20 crowns or something ridiculous. So yeah, it's hard work, but they could maybe increase them. But
a tiny
I
bit.
don't know. I
maybe 5.5.
I mean, I used 3 crowns, although like 2 of them were irrelevant because they were early on, so they get like balanced out. I used 1 crown that actually like counted in the end, and that was, and I finished probably around 5,000 or something. Like we still can't reach the 6,000, so really for us, we don't need higher tiers particularly because we won't be able to get them, and I doubt we'll crown for them because like unless they were like crazy rewards like a legendary rare at like 6,500, I doubt people would be willing to expend that amount of effort. So let's see, what points did I get? Because I came in 98. I had 5,689. So that's pretty good. Let's see, people rank. What kind of ranks have I got on my friends? So 6,000 was not until between rank 40 and 20. So it's a low rank that people even got the 6,000. Oh no, because it's 6,500, isn't it? So yeah, around only 20 people got that one. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to talk about or briefly mention is something that I think they may have overlooked, and I did mention it on the forums. I don't know whether it got noticed, but so at some point they merged the 4,000 and 5,000 rewards into 4,500.
Yeah.
And I think doing that, they got rid of the 4,000 reward and lowered the 5,000. I think is what they technically did. Then
now it's back up to 5,000.
Yeah, now they've re-raised it, but there's still no 4,000, which is it's fine. But I think it's like a bit of an OCD thing. But for me, like there's a massive gap between 3,000 and 4,000, and like it's like I like a kind of constant like progression where it feels like okay, I've done that, I've got a reward, I've got a little further, got a reward, but then there's a massive gap where it's just nothing happens. And I feel it'd be nice to put something in there, even though like I'm not like I need more floppies or whatever. We already get good rewards, but it's just that gap feels a bit kind of jarring to me. But yeah, it'd be nice to get something in there. But it's all right as it is. But I think that kind of needs to be filled a little.
Yeah. I don't think it's needed to have another 4,000 point reward, but it would be nice. I mean, there are always people who can't get the 5K, so those people may get the 4K, and then
they probably should have something to work towards, rather than just being like some people I've talked to who are new are just like, okay, I've got X amount of points, now I just quit. So yeah, we're still getting Digimon. So we had the original 6, which was to make a burst limit break, but we're still getting it, which for me is good because now I can make a second burst limit break. But honestly, I don't know I even want it because it's a crazy amount of defense. But
wasn't it gonna be a different Digimon in the next PvP?
Oh, in the next one, have they said that?
I think someone said it. I don't know who. I don't remember.
I don't know. That might be true, but either way, we've got Digimon. I think 7 times. No, because we had 6. I think we had it 8 times in PvP, and we get one later this month. So if it keeps going, I'm probably going to be able to make 3. And like, although like the defense is nice, they're not good for PvP because they're slow. They're only good to go in like Cherubimon's place kind of thing because they're just pure defense, which is great.
True.
But kind of want skills.
And,
so
and they mentioned that they want to ban multiples duplicates. So if you're gonna make 2 or 3, then at some point you can.
Yeah, no. At
one.
some point that might be irrelevant anyway. So I'm kind of like, is it worth the effort?
I was planning to use the extra ones as food, honestly.
I mean, it may come to that point, yeah. But at the moment, I'm still weighing up the possibility of making 2 because if there's ever a really hard dungeon which you only need defense, like some kind of mode, he will be pretty good for free to play or semi free to play certainly.
Yeah.
It'll be good. So yeah, so that's PvP. They added some new rewards. Oh, daily rewards. Daily rewards are good. I think it makes people certainly a lot crazier around the end of the days. But I think it also pushes the points up a bit because people are pushing every day now, not just at the end.
True.
Which is good. I've managed to get. I've only got it twice.
Really?
I've tried a few times to get daily reward, probably around 4. I only managed to do it twice, but it's good because if you can do it, I've made a profit both times because I only need like around 1 crown, maybe 2. I think the first time I only needed 1 crown. The second time I needed 2. But yeah, you can make a bit of a profit in terms of Digimoney, which is good.
I actually haven't tried.
It's hard. You need to. I think once you can consistently beat cashers, but like pretty consistently, like with at least like 40% on the hardest people.
Yeah.
Then it's okay to try, but you need to like go hard because obviously, unless you're like have a team like DGKs or full casher, you're at a slight disadvantage. So it's tough. But
I've also heard that people skip the first day and then start the second day.
Yeah. No, that's what me and DGK did. I like hid behind him and like copied him.
Yeah.
He waited. He didn't do the first day. He didn't do the second day either. We started on the third day.
Okay.
And it was all right because within like by the end of the day where we won because we both. I mean he was like very safely. I think I got like 10th or 9th place maybe. But yeah, by the end of the day we were already back in the top 100. I think I was around rank 40 by the end of the day. That day where I got the reward. So it was good. But yeah, if you skip a day, it means you can go up the ranks really quickly without reaching the cliff of like low points too fast. So yeah, so I like those rewards. They changed up the top 10 rewards, which honestly to me is a bit irrelevant, and I'm sure to you and most other people, only like probably 20 other people would be considering that. But yeah, there's like legendary rares they can get. Although we were kind of saying like, I think if you're already ready for rank 1, you probably already have those legendary rare. And yeah, so that's PvP. PvP's good at the moment. I'm hoping for some new rewards. They haven't really tweaked the damage that much. I don't think people seem to sometimes think they have, but it seems pretty constant. It seems pretty good as well. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, most teams just deal 1 damage to me.
Yeah, well, that's the sad thing. A lot of free-to-play teams just don't do stuff, but that's okay. Yeah, so I think it's pretty good.
You know what I think is pretty dumb?
Right.
The rank 1 and 2 get a WolfHakase SP+.
Right. Like
why?
I mean, maybe they want it, man. WolfHakase, I don't know why he's getting a lot of attention. Like he's in the wheel, he's in the PvP world. I don't even think he's that good.
He
was added to the new egg.
In attack.
He's got good attack, but other than that, like they've probably got plenty of other better attackers, right?
But he's also in the FP, so why would you add him as a reward for caches? Basically?
Right? I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I think it's because he's probably like WolfHakase as a Digimon is probably like quite popular, so they put him in. But yeah, I mean he's like whatever. But yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, it'd be cool to get him. But at the same time, like there is a lot of 6 stars that I would want more than him. There's even more 7 stars I would want more than him. Like I'd much prefer to get like another die pen or another pig.
Oh yeah.
Than him. So yeah. So yeah, that's PvP. Anything else you were thinking?
PvP wise, let's see. Is there anything really relevant? Do you do this too? There is a timer next to the prizes you can collect.
Oh yeah, have I collected them all? I think I collected them all. Yeah.
So I normally wait until like the last day and then I claim them all because
I wait till the last 24 hours and then I claim them like while there's 24 hours left because I worry if I leave it past the last 24 hours I'll forget.
Yeah, that's the same. I do the same thing.
Yeah, it's quite a short amount of time, but I guess because they're doing weekly PvP, it makes sense. But usually it's usually like 10 bronze floppies, 10 silver floppies, probably 20. So it's so much inventory space. It's usually a bit of a task to clear room for them.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
I think usually I have to buy new hard drives.
Oh, I don't. But I normally claim the silver and the bronze floppies early so that I can already use them.
Oh, hello, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. I said
hello?
I normally
you
use
claim the silver and bronze.
Huh?
You claim the silver and bronze.
Yeah, I claim the silver and bronze because then I can already use them.
That's true. Yeah, I claim them, but even then, I have like how many silver and bronze do you have like at one time?
I don't know. I only have one in there now.
Okay. Let me send you a screenshot of mine, and you can edit into the video if you want.
Oh God.
One sec. Yeah. So yeah, carry on. So yeah. So there's a lot of rewards. But
you actually only had 200 more points than I did. 250.
Yeah.
That's
so yeah. It's not much in it.
That's not really a big difference for rank 98 to rank
oh really?
59.
Yeah, that's not much at all. Sorry, I'm just sending these pictures. Yeah, but basically, these pictures I'm sending you, that you can edit into the video if you want, or just, I mean, you can describe them even. This is why I want floppy fusion, because I mean,
oh yeah,
what am I going to do with that? And that's cut down like by 50%. The bronze and silver, like I had been like using bronze and silver so wastefully just so I could make room the last couple of days.
Oh yeah, true. So I only have like 5, I think 3 or 4 gold floppies and like 3 silver in my inventory right now.
I usually have.
I use the bronze and the silver so wastefully now, just to get rid of them.
Even some of the gold I just kind of throw in because I usually have around 10 at the moment, which is good because for ages we didn't have any fusion materials and it was so slow. Like those were the worst times before daycare was added. We used to complain all the time, and rightfully so, I feel. But now with PvP, we get a lot more, and although it takes up a lot of room for me at least, it's so much more comfortable to. I mean, leveling could still be easier, especially like with feeder. It's like can be a pain sometimes, but it's so much more reasonable. It's kind of like it's acceptable. It's hard and it could be easier, but it's not stupid.
Right now, it just really takes time, and before it took a lot of effort to just.
it was so tedious though. It wasn't even like a job well done. It was just like, why am I spending so much time for this?
Yeah. Just grinding and grinding and grinding.
Yeah.
But fun. But now we also, of course, have the Digimon Heroes calculator.
Oh yeah,
made by. It, or.
I don't know because you sent me a partial version, but I don't think you sent me the full version. Or I missed the full version rather. Wait, has it not been updated? I was kind of waiting for the complete version.
No, I haven't really had time. I want to add some more things, and
do a plug for it now. Do a plug. Tell people about it. Tell the world.
Oh, I already kind of told people in.
Tell them again. You can tell them all these times.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm making a calculator so that you can calculate what kind of food you have to create in order to get your Digimon to the required level. And right now it works. It's just not as good as I wanted. And I want to release it to the public at some point.
You haven't done that yet?
No,
okay, it's still in development.
Yeah. Right now it's just for the people in the Discord channel.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, so wait. Did I pin the latest version? Is that the latest version? Was there more than one version?
Yeah, the latest version was 0.6, and that's the one that's pinned.
Okay, cool. I'll try it out at some point because I wanted to try it, but I was kind of thinking there would be another one. But if there's not, I will try this new one out and see how it is.
Yeah. Well, I figured out there's a problem in the current version because it calculates the level of the Digimon you need. So, for example, for 65 to 70, if you have God level food and no floppies, you'd need 5 God rarity Digimon at level 28. Yeah? But what it actually does is it calculates the cumulative level. So it's and that it divides by the number of Digimon, and then it rounds it up.
Oh, so it's not quite precise, yeah.
So it's not completely precise. So I want to change that so that it does it more precise.
Okay, yeah, try it. But I mean, wait, so does it mean you'll go slightly below or slightly above?
Slightly above. Always
That's
above.
okay, as long as it's slightly above. If it was slightly below, it'd be very disappointing. That sounds really useful, though. I kind of hadn't really thought about it, but yeah, that sounds good. I want good work on that. I want to try that.
Yeah, and I also want to add the bit cost per fuse.
Oh right, okay, that sounds good.
Right now it doesn't do that, and maybe multiple rarities in multiple fuses. Because now you can say level 65 is start, level 70 is the goal, and then I use only god food. But maybe you'd want to fuse god food and queen food, because you maybe only have 4 gods or something. And then it should calculate that too.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be very helpful. But so you can put in your rarity of food at the moment, even if it's not god. That's good. I'm excited now to try it. I'm glad we have, like, even though Digimon Heroes is not like the biggest phone game and the community is fairly small. Like I know like probably quite a lot of the community.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of big players.
The really active ones we really know, but the Facebook group has like 1,500 users. It
has a lot of people, but they're probably a lot of those people probably don't even play anymore.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm glad we get like stuff like you developing this and you developed the database, which I'm looking after at the moment.
Yeah, you should update that.
But have they added him? Have they added Platinumnumemon yet?
I don't know.
Let me have a look. Yeah, they've added him, so I'll update that in a second.
Cool.
But yeah.
But yeah, I wanna change the calculator, but I don't really have much time because I have a lot of things to do, and I don't really have a way to get it to the public. So I'm thinking.
We'll put it on the subreddit. I'll pin it.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, we could do that. But what I want to do is have my own website, and I'm looking
that'd
into
be good.
that, and then I can make it downloadable on that.
That'd be good, and then you're like sneakily directing people to your website. So you get like a little bit of traffic. That'd be good, but we can pin it to the sub. We can pin it to the Facebook group. We can make an announcement. Oh, sorry, you can do this. You can do an update on your channel, and we can put it on the forums as well. So there's a lot of places we can put. You can put it. Get it out there.
I'm kind of thinking I don't really want to make a lot of money on it, but I kind of want to make it so that people either can donate or maybe some ads or something. Because if I make some money from it, I can spend more time on it.
Definitely, yeah.
So,
I'd say ads are probably going to be your best way to get some funds. If you can get it, and if it's popular enough, which is, if it works well, it will be, I'm sure, then great. And you probably can get some ads, and that'll be useful. But having a donate button wouldn't hurt as well. You can do both.
Yeah.
But yeah, just do like a little message like, I've got ads to help like support me working on this or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll do that, but I'll have to look.
That sounds good.
And I can also I made a Java application, so I could basically what I'm planning on doing is making the functional part and the user interface separate. Right now it's kind of intertwined, but if I make it separate, then I can make an Android user interface, and I could make that use the same calculations and stuff. So then I can also make an Android app.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, if it was an app. If you could make an app, I mean, I guess I'm iOS, so it might be a bit harder. But
on iOS, iOS doesn't use Java, so I don't really know. They use Swift, which I've never used, and I don't know. I might look into that if people donate.
Yeah, well, maybe even someone else knows Swift and they could like almost volunteer to do it for you.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure. But yeah, that if it was an iPhone app, that'd be amazing. I mean, even computer's great because then I can like still have Digimon Heroes open and be doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
But an app would be awesome. It would be so cool to see Digimon Heroes app made by like the community. Like little help apps, like even if it was like GUI's database or stuff like that. So cool stuff. probably talked about that enough. Because yeah, we've been talking a while. That's some good stuff.
We have 20 minutes left.
20 minutes. Well, we don't have to go up to 2 hours.
No, okay, but if you have something to talk about.
Yeah, is there anything else? Should we mention new eggs? Should we just do it like 20 seconds?
Sure, it's good.
So, new eggs. We got a quick rotation. People always ask, when are the SP eggs getting rotated? When are there going to be new friend points eggs? Now, or like 2 weeks ago, I guess. It's not new news. So most people would have heard of it. We've got new things. We've now got legendary rares in SP eggs, which is Greymon verse, Skull Greymon,
yeah.
which is great. He's like, all right. I was speaking to DGK and other members about this, and he's kind of a bit bad as a legendary rare, but as a Digimon, he's good.
True.
But yeah, then we've got.
That's pretty good.
That's true. Yeah. Then we've got, but I don't know how that will work because he's versus, so he attacks twice.
Yeah.
And one's a bit weak. I don't know whether that will like dull his attack slightly, but
maybe
we'll see. Yet to be seen. I haven't seen anyone with him yet. So then we also have a load of new 9-stars like Blitzmon that everyone wants.
Oh yeah, so bad.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of new 7-stars as well. I think crazy new stuff. So I mean, check it out. I assume everyone has already checked it out at this point. New friend points as well. A lot of SP move the friend points, which is I think a good way of doing it.
We actually have 2 SP plus in the friend point now.
Yeah, we got some good stuff rather than just Grand Kawag. Was Grand Kawag 8-star? Or...
It was 8, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got 2 SPs, which is nice. I think they're good SPs as well, if I remember. Oh, we have Ravemon. I like Ravemon now. I want him, even though his turns have been
This
decreased.
Ravemon's pretty good. The one I have?
Oh, no.
The event one? No.
I mean, he might get buffed. We never know. But yeah, I want the new one because his stats are so much better. He'd be great for a mono. Even though his leader skill was changed from 2 turns to 3 turns, which is a big difference, it's still good. It would be a nice Chak replacement. Yeah, and then who's the other? Is it Greymon? War Greymon. That's the other one. Yeah.
War Greymon.
Yeah. So there's some good stuff. That's the new eggs. Some cool stuff. I'm glad it makes it a lot more interesting. People that saved all those points now have a reason to use them. It's nice.
The SP Digimon in the FPX, I actually don't really like.
You don't like? I haven't looked at them. I mean, there is.
Pokemon?
I mean, he's still not great.
He is buffed, but he's not.
He's still not great. I think he's better, and I'll probably make him if I get him. But he's still not amazing.
And then Goddramon.
Grand Kawagomon was always bad. Sadly, because you would have thought he was the best thing to get out of FP, and he was like, he's so weak. If they buffed him though, he'd be good. But at the moment, it looks like Platinumnumemon is basically as good as him.
Yeah. And then we also have goddramon SP.
Goddramon's pretty meh. I'm not too big on him. He's alright. He's a mitigator, so that's kind of useful for mono. But he's got low defense. He's got high support.
I have 3 of them, and I think I'm gonna use them as food.
Really? I might. I will probably. I usually make I hold enough to make them, but.
Yeah, but it's just a waste of inventory space, honestly.
Then Tactimon, which I could nearly complete to burst limit break, but now I don't even want him because he's such a glass cannon, even in PvP. Whenever anyone has him.
Okay, but...
Pardon?
His attack is kind of okay, but what is defense?
His attack's good, but his defense is so bad. So I mean, for PvE, I don't think he's great. His skills certainly aren't anything impressive. No, but really a defending PvP team, he had usage. And I see him quite a lot, but maybe just because I now run mono nature in PvP. But anytime I see him, I'm really happy because I'm like, that's one less thing to worry about because he's so easy to kill.
True.
So even he's not that good. So yeah, you're right. None of them are that impressive. Then the 7-stars. I mean, Mirage Galgamon, so bad. Like it annoys me. Like I've got enough to burst rate him now, and I probably will. But
I have 2 of them.
But he's just so bad. It's like, why would I want that? And then there's Dukemon, who I actually want, but I can't pull enough of him. He's pretty good, mainly because he's like got a fairly nice skill.
His main skill is good, but I don't really like him that much.
No, he's not. He's got a decent attack. He's all right, but he's very low defense.
Yeah.
Then I mean, let's not go through all of them. But there's others like Fairymon's good, and then there's the weird new Paladramon, which is like I guess good if you're new. but for us, it's probably not that good.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. We got new eggs. It's good. It's exciting times. Yeah. So that's that. Any other topics you can think of?
Not really. I mean, how should we do this every week? Because in that
Every
case,
week? No, I don't think we'd have. I think it's just even when. Like, I don't think there should be like a schedule. I think it should just be like every time there's like, say there's a big new change, then we can do like a Podcastmon Heroes. Every time there's like a big new event, like if they add like Endless Tower or whatever, stuff like that, it would be good to like talk that over. We can have like a discussion about it. We can invite someone else. But yeah, but I don't think every week because I mean it's just going to be new mons. So maybe like at the moment it depends because I think if all that has changed is there's been like another Flash event with the same mons and new events with new mons. Probably not that much to comment about. We can do Podcastmon Heroes minis, which are like 20 minutes or something, where we just talk about the new events. But in terms of like a big 2 hour like discuss everything, that I feel is like a bit of a special occasion, like when there's lots to talk about. So what that might be monthly even, or bi-week, or fortnightly.
And anyway, next week is going to be the new mono, which also means that the the Digimon X get a rotation.
That's true, but then for us, I don't know that's that much to talk about because it's not like I mean, it's not like anyone other than like really like hardcore cashers really use Digimon Heroes. I mean, it'll be interesting to see because I'm kind of hoping they bring back Magnamon because I love Magnamon.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Also, I really want Aegiomon because Aegiomon is like the final Gomamon, and I kind of want to pull him. But do you think it's not worth risking like doing a single pull, is it? But I really want him.
No.
But he's going to disappear. And I wanted him so bad. And then they brought him in this one. And I'm like, but he's
actually, his stats aren't even that great. And
he's not that great.
Not good either.
I mean, I imagine it.
Of all cards to 9 is okay, but
I imagine it goes to 3, but that's still the same as Yatta. He's got actually all his stats are good. Like they're all above 400, and like quite significantly all the ones that count, like attack and defense. Like he's pretty good.
Is 459, but that's not good enough for a money Digimon, I think.
True, but imagine he was free. If he, I mean, I kind of just consider it as like free to play. Like if we got him, like he's like better than Dukemon, and that's all I care about because Dukemon's very good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not that great, but I just want him. I kind of want to do a pull. It's hard to resist, but I know I'll just get like another like Aegiomon or some trash Clockmon. So
the chance of getting what you want is so low.
It's like nothing, but yeah. So yeah, I'm interested to see. But yeah, so we'll see when there's a big announcement. I guess that's when we'll come back. Otherwise, we can always do mini updates, or I'm sure your videos will cover. Your main series of lectures will cover like a lot of smaller stuff.
I should do more videos.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a limited amount of information to cover.
Oh, there's so many things I want to do still.
Yes, but yeah. So yeah, that sounds good. So should we wrap it up? Unless you can think of anything else.
I mean, we're at 1 hour and 48 minutes.
That's fine. You don't have to get so precise on 200. You could just put music at the end for 10 minutes to like get us out or something. What do you want to talk for another 10 minutes?
Sure.
What do you want to talk? Fine, but I've run out of things to say. So if you have to think of topics.
It's not really Digimon Heroes related, but I've been.
You can't. Why would someone watch our video if we're just going to talk about our day? Surely we should just end the video and we could talk about that generally.
I was gonna say something about the channel.
Okay, go on. Okay.
You already know this, but I asked someone to make a logo.
Oh yeah, go on. Okay. This is relevant.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make. I have a design for a new logo, and I'm probably gonna make someone else make a 3D design out of it. And a friend of mine is a drummer, and he is in a band, a rock band. So he already told me that they want to do an intro song. I just have to tell them what I want, which I don't really know. So my videos are probably gonna get an intro.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Can it be 10 minutes long?
It could be.
It's just a really long song. Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have like different intros for each of your series?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna start with just one, and then maybe expand on that.
Yeah, because you're gonna try and do stuff with your logo, aren't you? I want to try and draw a logo for Podcastmon Heroes.
Oh, if you want, sure.
But I need a tablet first, so I mean that's like in the future. For now, we can just use like I don't know a picture of Aegiomon and Goddramon or something. I don't know.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, that sounds good. So next time, should we try and invite someone along?
Yeah, sure. I mean, DJK probably is interested in doing it.
That's true. I was kind of thinking DJK, he'd do it, but I feel like when we invite him, it should be to talk about some hard maths because that's his specialty, like hard maths and like collecting data.
True.
So when there's like I don't know something where we can maybe like where we're talking about tactics or like we're working out some damage or something where we can like really draw on his like expertise.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be next time. But yeah, I mean, he'd be a good first guest.
We could maybe ask someone who is pretty new to the game, like Alice.
That's true. That would be interesting, but maybe I don't know because our first guest should be like one of like the key members. I feel I mean, it doesn't have to be a particular person, but like. But then, yeah, that would be an interesting one to like talk to someone who's really new and kind of get a bit of their perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we can invite Javier and just talk about I don't know,
cheating at Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and talk about how many times he's been banned from the Discord channel. That'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, you got any other topics? Because we still got like 5-7 minutes, right?
8.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
I mean, I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, see, okay, here's my thing. I'm finding Heroes kind of like my energy is kind of capped. I mean, it's capped right now, and it's been capped a lot because I'm kind of finding I can't be bothered to like play the missions. I'm kind of hungry for something new.
Yeah.
Like for me, being like kind of, I guess we're at the end game, and when things like ex-tyranomon are decent, but at end game they're not really that interesting.
True.
I find it hard to like be motivated. Like things like Chaosdramon, I just wasn't motivated to get, and certainly Goddramon, I'm not motivated to get.
Oh no.
But yeah, so I'm kind of just not. My energy is going to waste because there's nothing that I'm excited enough about to like want to play the level.
Yeah, I think they should introduce the Endless Tower thing and
just that'd be interesting. Just seeing because that's competitive. But if you think about it, that's more competitive than PvP because if there are no continues or something, that's just based on your team building, and that's when we can actually start to think about building good teams. Because like the most team building we've ever had to do was for Demon when we all cheesed it because we found a way to get past doing the double event because it was so lame.
Thanks to Jupiter rough mode.
Yeah. But
yeah, I think they should introduce something like that. Then with a really high energy cost, maybe like 150 energy even.
Oh, hello, you're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I said they should make it
high energy.
Yeah, high energy, maybe 150 even. And
then, that would be crazy.
And then give a super high reward if you get to a certain point.
That would be good if it's like maybe one of the other games I'm playing, Glory Tamers, shout out. Like they do daily dungeons, so they have an endless one, but it's daily, and each time you get like a good amount of rewards. It's probably equivalent to like 100 Digimoney or something.
Okay, that would be nice.
It's a lot, but I mean it's every day. So while to be honest, 100 Digimoney isn't that much because you're either going to use it on hard drives or something that's just like maintenance, or you're going to use it on like one summon, and like that's not probably going to be anything good. So like to save up 3,000, that's 30 days. That's like a lot. So and even with 3,000,
it's doable.
Yeah, but even with 3,000, you're not going to get a burst limit break.
No, that's true.
So it's
just 5 days for 5 hard drives, so that's pretty nice.
Right. So it's good. So to be honest, I think they're a bit cheap with Digimoney. It's certainly got a lot better now. With the wheel, you get a lot more. With PvP, obviously, for a while we've been getting more. Although the wheel, I've got a lot from the wheel. I've probably got like 200, 300, 400 even.
Like that,
But also with the daily rewards, they've increased. So now we get like 150 on one day. That's great. But still, 3,000 Digimoney. It seems so much, but in terms of what you get, it's not much. So, they could do something like that.
Even if you spend money, it's pretty.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I guess it's because some people are willing to pay.
Nothing.
Yeah. But anyway, so they have in Glory Claimers, they have like a daily dungeon. You get like a fair bit of like in-game currency that you can go towards summons. And that would be good. Even if it was a weekly dungeon, you paid 150, and then I don't know, you got like 5 gold hard drives, like 3 energy batteries, or like it's randomly generated rewards, but they were all like really great rewards that you only did once a week. So obviously it was great value for your energy. But that would be great. I'd love something like that. I'd love endless dungeon would be fun, just to like compare how far you can go, and you can really start thinking about team building rather than just I need a certain amount of defense and then I win.
They should add a leaderboard or something to that.
Right? That'd be great. And then they could do it, and then the daily best or the weekly best gets a Digimoney reward or something, or a mod.
That would be great.
That would be so much fun, and it'd be something to fight for, and like because at the moment I just don't have that motivation. And the other thing I've wanted in a long time, which I haven't really talked about because I wanted to suggest it properly. I want like challenge dungeons. So you'd face like say the Royal Knights, and like so there's similar things in Cyber Sleuth where each Royal Knight is kind of different, and you have to team build for it. So say you have to fight Dukemon, and Dukemon, he does crazy damage. So literally all that matters is defense, and you just have to have a crazy amount of defense. Or I don't know, another Digimon does like a certain amount of damage every turn, and you just have to make sure you have good heals, and like you have to craft a specific team to tackle each like challenge. Maybe one Digimon is just incredibly high defense, but you have to beat him in 20 turns.
That would be great.
So
but
just loads of challenge things like that.
I already know that there's a problem.
Right?
The amount of team slots.
Yeah, but that's another problem. I mean, because you wouldn't like you wouldn't have to. They wouldn't be like weekly. The problem with teams is you need at least 4 like pretty constantly. You need 1 for PvE. You need 1 for mono, and you need 2 for PvP. Like, and that's why I saw loads of people in PvP that had Aegiomon in their defending teams, because they would want to play at events, but it's too annoying to like switch out their mono team, so they use their PvP. So that's true. But with if it was challenge dungeons, you'd only need. I mean, 1 you'd have to like get rid of your mono, I guess, which would suck. But so yeah, we need more teams, and also just because. Yeah. I
mentioned this, but I actually want a team for every mono team.
Yeah, we should have that. I mean, other games I play have like 15 teams standard. Yeah. Like it's not something you should have to pay for. It's just game design. It's crazy to me. Like literally, I can't comprehend why they would do that. Like it seems like just such a kind of really honestly greedy thing to do. But yeah, I mean, whatever, they've decreased it, but they don't seem to understand that having to pay any is still silly. Like 250 shouldn't be a lot, but it is a lot. It's a lot to spend.
It is.
So even if they increased it, I mean, like what? Maybe 50 would be something I'd consider. Even then, it should be free, or at least if you get like 5 free and then you have to pay like 50 each, that's all right. But there should be a minimum of 5 or like 4, but at least 5. And like you say, 1 for each mono would be nice. Even though like mono, I guess having to switch out once every 2 weeks isn't crazy, but it's not super nice. It's not nice. It's just.
I also hate that you have to take a Digimon out of your team in order to limit break it.
That's so annoying. Why do they do that? I don't know why. Every time I'm like, oh great, because it's always when like there's a mono event, you want to level your mono team. But you have to do it every time. Like with my blue team, my night team, I've been doing that. Oh, it's so annoying.
So annoying, yeah.
I don't know why. I can't imagine it being like that much of a coding like problem. I imagine maybe it doesn't work very well with their code, but that's just because they need to rewrite a bit of code.
Maybe,
but I can't imagine it's something that's like difficult to do with code. It's probably just what they've already done goes against it, so they probably don't want to rework. But I mean, that's what you need to do. So yeah, I wish that's something they do. Maybe it hasn't been mentioned. It probably has. I'll take a note and try and mention it. Break, take out team. But yeah,
we only have a couple of seconds left.
Oh, we're done now. Now we're done. Suddenly.
Yeah. So I guess we'll say goodbye.
Okay, wait. Do a roundup. Or not a roundup. Do a goodbye. Go on, then you do it, and I'll say goodbye.
What?
do a roundup. Like, do a thank you for listening. I'll let you say it. It's your channel.
Well, thanks for listening.
Thank
you. Subscribe, and comment. If you want us to do these kind of videos more, then let us know. And if you don't, then thumbs down is enough. Or feedback is welcome.
Yeah, feedback's good. Leave a citrus is the best in the comments. If you watched to the end, or if you skipped to the end because it was too boring. So we need to remember to do links to like the different topics if possible. Timestamps rather. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Goodbye. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks for watching or listening.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye. See ya.